What's up, guys? Ramon here again with Work and Security, and today's video is about Bluebeam. It's something I get asked about a lot from my technicians on how to do this and how to do that. Other than just scrolling through pages, there's a lot of stuff that they need to know how to do. So let's jump right into this. I'm going to open up a drawing set, and while I do that, don't forget, you guys go to workandsecurity.com, sign up for my email list, and I'll send out stuff every week to help you get into security or get ahead from wherever you're at in the security field right now. So, all right, Bluebeam. So this is Bluebeam Revu, commonly known as just Bluebeam is what we call it. And I have a set of drawings here that I downloaded from some bid site on the internet just today. Nothing official or anything, but first thing I always do when I get drawings is try to organize them in some way that makes it easier for me to find what I'm looking for. So you can see here there's no bookmarks in the corner where my mouse is. So if I'm looking for bookmarks, there's nothing there. So without bookmarks, you have to kind of scroll through the pages and hope to see what you're looking for. But if we have a section here with a sheet title, I'll zoom in on that, and a page number or sheet number, then we can totally create our own bookmarks. So I'll show you how to do that. Create bookmarks. This little icon here pops up this window for creating them, and what you want to do is do a page region. So I'll click on that, and then I'm going to select where I want to pull the information from. So the first thing I'm going to do is the page number or sheet number. So that'll pop up here, and here's the little preview. And then I'm going to create a space and add another thing, a section, which is the sheet title here. So just be careful you don't get any extra text, because it'll chop it up and pull things in that you don't want. So here's the preview. Looks pretty good. I added the space in there. If I didn't have a space, then it would kind of get smushed together, but I'll put a space in there. So now what it's going to do is pull that same two regions from every page when I hit OK here. Okay, so that worked. You see here on the left side of the page, up there, this is the title of the first page, and then the second page, go ahead and zoom in on that. It's L101, Layout Plan Amenity. And then the next one, Planting Notes. And planting, I guess this is for gardening. And then the little details are also labeled off of here. So that worked pretty good. I think I drew some cameras in here. Let me find that page. Here you go. Okay, so this wasn't already in there. I left it in red so that you kind of see what I was talking about more clearly. This is just a tag that I added in, and a camera which with a circle around it. It's a PTZ camera, which means you can move it all around. And then here's another one. So some of the things that we do is create notes for ourselves or for someone else if we're going to be handing these off to someone else. So notes, you can put them in a cloud. You can put a note in the box pointing to the cloud. You can take that same note and point it somewhere else. with an arrow, you can, I think, change the colors of things. So if I want it to be blue, I can make it all blue. You see the different attributes here from the different elements. So blue for that line. If I wanted to make it this pink color or even green, it would change that whole section. So the box and all that. So that's what all these things in the toolbar are. The other thing is doing measurements. So there's a scale here, and shrink that. On this side of my Bluebeam, I have a measurements toolbar. So this is the measuring tool. You can use it how it is, but if you try to use it, if there's no scale saved, then it doesn't know how to measure it. So I'm going to cancel that. We're going to find this in the presets if it's in there. 1 inch equals 20 feet. So presets are selected there. If we look for 1 inch equals 20 feet, it's that last one here. And then if I come in here to measure something, I'm going to drag this down. If we want to see how far it is across one parking spot to the other, then I'll just measure across here. It looks like it's 9 feet. That's about right, I guess. 9 feet, and then the length of an actual parking spot, we're looking at 18 feet. So that worked there. If there's no scale for you to use, you can always do a custom scale and even calibrate off of something that you already know what the distance is. So if we know that this is 9 feet, so we go out and measure it with a measuring tape, then we can tell it that that distance right there equals 9 feet. And we can make this just feet or feet and inches. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it at that. And then if I come back and try to measure this again, if I can get right on the same spot. So that's 9 feet. So here's our custom scale that we just calibrated to. The other thing, if I can remember how to do this, is at the bottom of the page here, there's a whole bunch of other commands. And you can see the changes that I made. That's me. And I changed some calibrations and took some measurements. I drew a cloud. You can see all that stuff. So there's a good history view right there. So if somebody's messing up your drawings, you can easily see who did it and then go back and correct them and tell them what they did wrong. It's my favorite thing to do. Okay, so another thing you want to do if you get another set of drawings. So if you're working on a big project and you've had this one set of drawings, and then all of a sudden the designers put out an update, they're going to issue a whole new set of drawings. And what are you going to do? Lose all your markups for your whole project? Nope, you can export everything that you created. So what I'm going to do here is either you can hit Alt-L and it'll bring up the markups menu, or you can drag this same way we looked at the history. And there's a markup list here. If you can see that, let me move myself here. Okay, so the markup list is down here in the corner. You can either start like selecting these different markups, so you can get the whole list. What you want to do is Control F2 or hit this little button here for exporting, and then I'll put them on my desktop here. Markups. Hit save. So now they're on my desktop. Okay, so I'm going to close this drawing set. Don't save. And I'm going to open the same drawing setup that doesn't have any markups on it. and then Alt L again to bring up the list, drag it up, markup list, import. I know that I put them on my desktop. Here they are right here. And import those again. You can see here everything that I added in on these measurements. The only thing it didn't take was the flattened out items, so just kind of be aware of that. So all my markups are going to be in here, but the cameras that I added, because I flattened them, they stuck on the other page and didn't get exported. They became part of that other PDF. Okay, so those are the trickier things that my techs have trouble with, and hopefully that's been some help. Like I said, go to workinsecurity.com, get on the email list, and I'll send you these videos every week, along with some other information about doing a better job. Not that you're doing a bad job, but you know, you don't want to be stuck in the same position for 2 or 3 years. You want to be moving ahead. Okay, well, let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching. See you next time.